This is Jay Will, repping Detroit City, and this is why I chose Christ. I'm here to speak hope to the children, tell them they don't have to cope with the illness. I'm new to the city and I don't know much, maybe you can have lunch with the pilgrim. I wanna inquire, see how to inspire, cause I never seen a city without lights. I never seen a house without love. Okay, maybe I don't get out much, so it's time to do a little outreach. But what if they don't come close when I reach out? I wanna be loved, I can't lie, but it's gonna be hate when I speak out. I feel like God called me since I was younger. I always been the dude, like, I was always really that halfway person. The dude that was around the people that drank and smoked, but never drank and smoked. Never been high, never been drunk in my life. Some people probably would have thought that I was just because I was around those type of people. But even them, they respected me. So as I was growing up, my parents, they kept me covered. I believe that and I know that. I veered off, but not like crazy veered off. When I was in college, I guess you hit that 2021 mark, I started getting a little more mature. And believe it or not, I saw the truth behind hip hop.
But anyway, this music had young people basically just killing themselves and worshiping the devil and just basically calling the devil's name.
And right around the time when I saw that, some of my friends in college, it was a group of young ladies, Dominique, Toya, Summer, and some dudes, Gabe, Matt. They invited me to a prayer, and I kind of like brushed them off for a few weeks. But when I went to this prayer and I started linking up with the other people in my college at Oakland University, One Body prayer group, and it was Lighthouse Ministries, that was the Bible study. I started hitting those every week, and those things brought out what was already inside of me. So I already knew who Christ was. I grew up in church, but once I saw the truth behind hip hop, that kind of got me on the path. And the people in college and the ministries, they just got me on the path, and I rededicated my life to Christ. And it's been like 7 years, and since then it's been crazy. Like, I haven't turned back. So I would say to anybody, you know, keep good people around you, because sometimes, you know, that's really the difference between life and death. We are not the world. We are not the world. We are not the world. We are the church. They say stay fly, keep your head in the clouds. We say thank you Jesus for placing our feet on solid ground. I'm a rapper and I try to sing a little bit, so my vibe is a little different than a lot of other rappers out here. I honestly in my heart don't necessarily feel like I'm better than everybody. I really do feel like I'm original. When you listen to the song, I really pour my heart on that. One thing that I see a lot of, and what kind of got me on this vibe, is I feel like I see a lot of people acting. You know, I think it's real easy to watch TV and watch like a Jay-Z, a Lil Wayne, a Kanye West, or even on the gospel end, the Truth, Ambassador. All people on each end who are like crazy talented, although I do not support secular music, let me say that. But they are talented. You can't, you know, deny the talent of a Kanye West. And I feel like a lot of times people see that and they covet that, you know, but for me, I feel like God made us all different. And I don't feel like you have to, you know, make yourself a clone or a carbon copy of something that everybody already recognizes. What I really want people to get from the music end and from the ministry end is to be you. You know, if you walk silly and stop trying to walk how they tell you to walk, you know.
This is no coincidence. No, this is not an incident. Cause Jesus pulled me out this world.
The end is the beginning of forever, man. So the title, man, it means something to me from a personal standpoint and a spiritual standpoint. You know, for 4.5, 5 years, I was rolling hard with my boy Jermaine, J. Brian Johnson, and the group J&J Soul. And I feel like we were a groundbreaking group, and we did so much. This album for me personally, and when I talked to Jay, you know, I said the same thing for him. As we solo artists now, I feel like the end is the beginning of forever. I really feel like for us both, this is the beginning of our forever. It's not the end because we were in a group We still, still support each other, still love each other 100%. So on the personal level, that's what it meant for me. This is the beginning of my forever, not like the group is over, like we had to die or something, But then on the spiritual level, it's really simple, even though it's deep. When we die, that's the beginning of forever, Whether you're going to heaven or whether you're going to hell, that's really eternity, So the end of this life is the beginning of your forever.
Thank you.
People who have inspired me, really hands down, my parents. I grew up in a broken home, which was really hard for me, and you would probably never hear me talk about this much. But my dad and my mom, they weren't married, but they both been married to their spouses for over about 25 years now. So it wasn't a situation for me where my dad wasn't in my life. He just wasn't in my house. So I had extra parents versus not having enough parents. That was really rough for me growing up, just because it's a lot of confusion. You want to love everybody equally, and even to this day, it's tough for me. I never tell them this. This is the first time I would talk about it, but it's hard when you want to love everybody equally, but it's not one household. And I believe that's why God, made it the way He did, where you should have one household. But even in that brokenness, my parents, all of them, inspire me to live, really, and it's crazy, like everything that I do. I'm the oldest of 9 children, so my brothers and sisters, even though they're younger than me, it's like when I was in college about to drop out, before I was able to graduate, it was because I knew I was the oldest of 9 kids, So I would say my influences are Michael and Linda Crowder, Wilson and Peggy James, Jarrell, Ivan, Nehemiah, Dominique, Darius, Michaelin, Mylan, Elijah, and I hope I said all my brothers and sisters, because it's a lot of them, but they inspire me, man, really to live. I don't have a lot of celebrity or famous people that inspire me. I respect people, but I don't look to people, that fame doesn't impress me, so I don't look to those people to, I want to be like them. I really look at the people close to me, my pastor, my friends and my family. My boy Kelly Williams, he's been closer than a brother to me, and he has inspired me like crazy. So I would say those are my influences and inspirations.
I'm gonna do a couple songs and get up out of y'all way. Anybody that don't know, I got a new CD. It came out April 29th. It's called The End Is the Beginning of Forever. And hey man, somebody clap. Somebody got that album. I think it sounds pretty good. In September or October, I have a free project coming out as well, so you can go online. Find out about that. That project is actually called Music Can't Save the World, with a couple of remixes in this song that I'm gonna do for you tonight. Y'all good? Everybody good? So I just got out the car, so I'm gonna act like I'm ready, but I'm not. Let's go. I'll play it a little.
Let's get it, yeah.
Go ahead, turn me up louder, turn me back down, cause
You can't save the world.
give me automatic tune. Tell the screw, but no matter what you do,
You can't save the world.
just keep me singing in the background. Music can't save the world. Better all turning this song up and reading the word, because
You can't save
I
the
live in generation music.
So now the new thing in music is, we want to save the world. So we feel like if we make music just like them, then maybe we'll get them to come to Christ. Oh, that you can't save a crackhead with crack. I live in generation music where people call it life. Let me get this out the way. You could call it what you like, but me.